Julie Chrisley's correspondence shows how much she misses her spouse. Julie Chrisley is incarcerated at the moment for fraud. The same offense is the subject of her husband Todd Chrisley's sentence as well. The couple has been outspoken in their criticism of what they see as unjust prison rules. The former reality star now makes it clear in her letters written during her stay how much she misses her spouse and their life together before she was put behind bars. The couple's daughter, Savannah Chrisley, has spoken up for her parents and frequently addresses them on her podcast, Unlocked. She just shared sentimental notes her mother had written. "I knew my life was about to change forever. My husband and I stood in our bedroom right in front of our prayer bench and said our goodbyes. We hugged, we kissed, and we prayed before he walked out the door heading to Pensacola, Florida with Savannah, Grayson, and Nick, Savannah Reed." She went on to talk about how the two stayed connected until they could not be. "This would be the last time I would speak to my husband face to face. We talked on the phone during his ride to Pensacola. I called one last time before I self-surrendered to the camp in Lexington." Julie continues the letter by discussing how she learned she would be living in a different state than her spouse. The guy Julie had lived with, grown a family with, and loved more than life itself was now temporarily living in Florida, while she was living in Kentucky, Julie wrote. "It was a sobering realization." She talks about her horrible trip to Kentucky. "We drove to Kentucky with my parents, our great buddy Chad, and the boy who gave me life, Chase. The thought of spending what felt like a lifetime apart from my spouse and kids was too much for me to process," the woman continued. In her letter, Julie continues to express her gratitude for being able to stay in touch with her family while also expressing how much she misses Todd. "I've never waited this long to speak with him, to just think about how different life is now, almost a year and a half later, and to just think that sure, there's some funny things in here. Mom's trying to make jokes, trying to make light of it, but this is her life now," Savannah said in response to her mother's remarks. "And it's clearly very different from what it was previously, even in terms of the emotional